No.
Debo.
Welcome back to.
Debo.
I mean, we're learning. We're learning language. That's okay.
Right.
Yeah, we're learning. Welcome back to our channel.
Yeah.
So that was how different ways to say welcome in the Igbo language. But this episode is not about Igbo.
Yes. It's about different thing.
It's about a different thing. Just kidding. No, we actually got after we posted our first video about our journey to learn Igbo, we got a lot of questions and actually emails about how we met. So we said, okay, we would talk about how we met. So we'll do it in a way that's pretty fun. We're gonna kind of switch it up a bit. Do a his and
her
version. And then we will get back together and kind of just see who knows what, compare, stories, and just kind of see if it's the same, if everything aligns. Babe, you want to go first or want me to go first?
You go first. Start.
I'll go first. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, guys. So David's off doing something. So how we met is actually a very interesting story. 3 years ago in New York City, one of my best friends came into town, Iffy. It was actually my birthday. It was my birthday, October 8th. And she was like, we gotta go out. We got this. And I was just like, I came back from a work trip, a business trip. And I was like, no, I'm not trying to go anywhere. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. She was like, no. We have to go out. It's your birthday. What's wrong with you? I'm like, all right, ugh. So she goes, going to the city. And then like anybody who lives in New York knows that going into the city it's a journey. Like you gotta be ready to go into the city. Like you just have to like be mentally prepared. People usually stay in their boroughs, and then if you hit the city, it's like you make a move. Yeah, thanks, kidding. So, so if he's like, let's go out, I'm like, all right, let's do it. So we go to the city. We like just driving, literally like Broadway area, Broadway theater district, and if he's like, okay, this is this little bar, this place. I'm like, all right, let's hit this bar up. So we go in. The bar had hookah, drinks. We go in. We were like in the back. We get a hookah and we're just drinking, talking. And if he's that friend that's a rider, like 4 or 5 a.m., you wake up, she ready to go. You ready to burn down the house? She burned down the house with you. You ready to move across the world? She packing the bags with you, like a rider. So we were just out drinking and having hookah, but my phone was ringing for some business I was taking care of. So I stepped outside and to take the phone call. And so when I stepped outside to take the phone call, people walking in the bar or whatever. So I'm just outside in the corner on the phone, and then I see this guy and a girl walk in. And I'm just, you'd be like, okay, I was just on the phone, like, I had to do a little double take because I was like, that's a fine white boy. That's literally what I said. That's what crossed my mind. I'm not kidding. I was like, that's a fine white boy. That's what I said or whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. And he was just like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like those, you see people in those movies that just like everything kind of slows down. Like, I don't know. Like he was just walking in with the coat and the girl was behind him though. I'm like, oh, okay. Like I'm not that girl. So I'm like, it's all good. Like, I mean, nobody's blind here. If you look good, you look good. So I was like, okay, he's handsome. So I was finished my phone call. But as I was walking in, I did see him looking at me, but I'm like, oh my God, like, oh, he's a girl. Like, don't be that guy. But whatever. So I'm like, okay. So I go back inside and I sit down. I'm like, Iffy, there was this fine white boy that just walked in here. She was like, really? I didn't see him. I'm like, I don't know. So we finished drinking, smoking, and it was coming close to the end of the night. Excuse me, can't talk. And so we're like, it's a wrap. So we're getting up to go, and all of a sudden, like somebody comes and like taps my shoulder, and they're like, can I buy you guys a drink? And Iffy was like, yes. Iffy always don't offer Iffy free drinks. You always gonna say yes. So First of all, that's how you won points. You didn't ask to buy me a drink. You said, can I buy you guys a drink? Men, take note. If you're trying to get a girl's attention or get a girl to come to your section or whatever it is, you don't come to the girl. You approach the friends, approach the group. So anyway, so David was just like, can I buy you guys a drink? And if he was like, yes, champagne. I was like, yeah, you can buy some champagne. So he ordered us some champagne. We just sat down and we're talking with him, and he was in town for business actually. And come to find out, the girl that was behind him was his coworker. So we're all just talking, and then like he starts talking. I'm like, hold on, what's that accent coming out of his mouth? I was like, this is not a typical, American. I'm like, oh, where are you from? He's like, hungry. I'm like, honestly, I'm like, hungry. Like, we're talking Eastern European. So when you hear like Europe, you think like Italy and Spain, you think those big countries. You're not thinking like these smaller Eastern European countries. So I'm like, but we just talked a little bit more, and it was late. We were ready to go. So David was just like, oh, can I get your number? I was like, well, do you have WhatsApp? Because once I heard the accent, I already knew what's up. You got an accent? WhatsApp. I can't just give you a regular number. Just kidding. So I heard the accent. I was like, okay, what's that? So we exchanged numbers on WhatsApp, and I was like, okay, take care. And I just thought that was it. Like, okay, that was really nice. A guy came up to me, my friend, and offered to buy us a drink, and it was my birthday. And sometimes people come into your life at certain times when you don't even understand why that path was crossed, or you know what I mean? Because like and that birthday was a weird birthday for me anyway. I was just in a long off and on relationship, and we were off at the time, so that's what I mean. If he just went out, but regardless, it was just like it's a nice gesture to see that. And he was just a humble guy, really nice. Like, you can just feel genuine energy at the time. So it was really nice. And so I was like, okay, cool. Talk to you later. Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of those things. Like, all right, got a drink. We out. So we left. We got in a car. And Ippy and I were just like talking to each other. She's like, that was nice. Like, yeah. She goes, okay, European Prince. So Ippy like named him European Prince. So I'm like, all right. So literally that was it. And like, we just didn't even talk about David again, because it was like, okay, we got a drink, we out. So that was it. And then the next day he messaged me like, oh, happy belated birthday. Thanks for letting me buy you guys a drink. I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, I'm actually leaving to go back to work. But hopefully I'll see you again if I come back to New York. And yeah, that's how we met. So that's the real story. I'm actually really curious to hear a story. Man, like, they just forget things. So this will be very interesting. So I'm gonna pause and let me get Dave. He's probably like drinking wine. I guarantee he's drinking wine. So let me grab him and let him tell his story.
Hello guys, I'm here to tell you how we met with Ovo. Yeah, so it's a pretty nice story, I guess. I was in New York because of work, and yeah, it was pretty much to do. So yeah, I just said to my coworker, to my colleague, oh, let's go out and have fun tonight. Let's have a couple of drinks or something like that. So we just went bar to bar, and yeah, I said, let's visit this last bar and we go back to the hotel. And okay, so we passed by in this bar, and I saw this girl outside on the phone. So when I see, like, I was watching her, she was watching at me. Guys, you feel like this the sparks and everything when you just watch, and that she's a really attractive and nice girl, I said to myself and to my colleague too. And yeah, we were walking into the bar, we just watching each other without stop, and I said, yeah, whatever, maybe she thinks like my colleague is my girlfriend. And walked into the bar. We had a couple of drinks. We had fun. We conversed with my colleague, and I didn't realize that they came into the bar after that, out of nowhere, just suddenly there, walking out. They finished. They were sitting in a bag, so they wanted to leave, and I just stand up. I said to my colleague, "Wait a minute." I went there. I touched her shoulder, and I asked them if they want to drink something, if I can invite them for a drink. So, yeah, of course they said yes. So we got a champagne. I got some margarita. And then we sit and start to conversate. What happened is that she was hearing my accent, as you guys can hear too. Like she was thinking that I am American, but when I said to her like, "Oh no, I am from Hungary," she was saying, "Oh, Hungary, European, Eastern, Middle Europe, you know." So yeah, so we just start to conversate and have fun. And yeah, it was quite late, and they were about to leave before. And actually, since then we were like in touch all the time. And but it's again the whole other story to tell you like how we actually met again. It's 3 years gone. Now we are here, and I guess we are very happy, quite happy. It's a hard job, but it's quite like happiness, you know. So that's what I wanted to tell. It's our story from my side. I know what she was telling you guys. I hope the same thing, approximately the same thing, because that's just a true story. I'll pause the video and see you next time.
Okay, so you guys heard my story, which I'm sure was 100% accurate. You heard David's story, which I'm sure was. Just kidding. You guys heard David's story.
I'm not a storyteller.
It's not even a
But,
storyteller.
yeah.
It's just, I mean, we lived this, so just tell it as you remember it. It
It was a nice memory.
was an amazing memory,
It's
yeah.
an amazing memory.
It's something that, no, that is true, babe. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just cannot.
Oh, he's so shy. It's so cute. It's okay. No, it's okay,
So-
babe. No. It's
Love you,
okay.
babe.
I love you too. So, yeah, it's a good memory, and like it's just nice to like vividly remember important life-changing things, you know. Even at the time it doesn't feel like it was life-changing. It's just crazy to go back and remember every second of it. But anyway, you guys probably heard two different versions, or
I don't know, but
hopefully similar.
hopefully similar, yeah. And it was just a nice memory, long time ago, and we just built up all this,
Yeah.
the whole relationship where we are at. It just nothing to do with our meeting, the first meeting, where we see each other the first time. It's yeah, it's just a hard job to get until here and maintain this relationship what we have now. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I know I wasn't the easiest soul.
God,
What's that mean? Just kidding. I know I was not the easiest person. Like look, like I said, it was a lot. Yeah, he suffered. He suffered. I went ghost many times. Just kidding. No, anyway, that's a whole other story. But we'll do that. We'll spill that tea later. But also, babe, the questions.
Yes.
Yeah, so we got also just a few like direct questions, kind of based around like how we met and all that good stuff. So we pulled them up from the email that we got, and we was kind of answer them really quickly, and then so babe, the first question was, who saw who first?
Yeah, actually, we saw each other at the same time. Let's say.
Honestly, I think so. I really do think so. I because
Maybe I saw you first on the phone, and then you look up to me. That was maybe I saw like 2 seconds earlier than you. me.
Honestly, maybe.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, maybe.
Yeah.
I just know, like, I was outside on the phone. I was pretty focused, and
I'm
I
trying
just
to
looked
remember.
up.
Yeah.
But I do remember at one point, like, it was like our eyes locked. That I remember. I remember that. I caught you peeping. I caught you peeping, babe. I caught you peeping. I caught you peeping. So no, yeah. That's all that. Okay. So yeah. So I guess you could say kind of simultaneously. You know.
So the second question was, what was that?
Who asked who for whose number first?
Yep. I was asking first for the number. As I told you guys, before, like, I bought them a drink. We laugh, we tell stories, we talk a little bit, where you come from. Oh yeah, sorry to tell you.
No, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good because it tells me that our stories were aligned. Because that's exactly what I
you
said.
said the same?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
exactly what I said.
All right.
Good job, babe.
High five.
Yeah, our stories were aligned. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so after that, I asked her for the number. She said, okay, no problem.
You know.
And then the rest is history until now.
So no, okay. Yeah, so that is correct. I'm not even gonna negate that. That is absolutely true. Excuse me. He pulled the digits. Just kidding. But it wasn't like that the first time. It was just like such a good vibe. You know what I mean? So yeah, that is true.
The third question
that we got was
who asked first? Oh, sorry. Who said first? I love you.
I know this one. Do you want me to answer first? Or you want to answer first?
I guess you was the one.
Hell no.
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 You guys always don't remember.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna give you. He tried to play me.
Are you serious?
No,
I was the one.
babe, you said it first.
Okay.
You said it first. Like, I'm like, honestly, like, yo, guys. Yeah. So
I'm confused.
I can't be trying. Babe, you did. Let me tell you what I remember. It was December. It was December in New York.
Christmas market.
Christmas, yep. Came back and he was like, I love you. And I was like,
Well,
no. He was literally like, I love you. And I was like,
okay. Quiet.
like that,
Nothing
literally.
to say. Okay.
Like that. He's like, okay.
But guys, it was a year later.
No, yeah, guys. Like, you gotta understand, we told the story about how we met, but you have to understand that like 2 years had gone by. 2 years, like we're fast forwarding time as we're answering these questions. Like I said, it took us a long journey to get to where we're at now, and I'm sure that's a whole nother, honestly, episode. It's a completely different episode. But as we answer these questions, we're just answering them directly. But he definitely said, I love you first. He came to New York. It was December to visit. And it was a Christmas time. Like, the trees up. Rockefeller's, like, beautiful. You know what I mean? We came back. And he's like, oh, I love you. And I'm like, so you want to turn the TV on? Or... Just kidding. But I'm just kidding. You guys are here. You see, we're here now. We're here. You know, but the good thing about David, when I knew he was so good, is like, he didn't force it. He wanted it to be natural. And when he saw me just staring at him, he was like, only say it when you feel it. Yes. And that's, babe, I remember. Do you remember saying that?
Yes.
I remember. He really, really kept saying, like, only say it when you feel it. Mean it when you say it. He didn't force me to say it back to him at all or anything like that.
I never forced that.
Never. You can't.
It's not right. Yeah. You can't do that.
That's something you can.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Got my man. Just kidding. But no, like, yeah. So, but no, like, you can't force that. And he really was just like, say it when you feel it. Say it when you mean it. So that is true. That sounds like, wow, this guy's like really good, you know? But
I mean, for me, it's normal.
Yeah.
Like natural, yeah. You have to say when you feel it. For that, you cannot force someone to say "I love you."
Yeah,
it's just
stuff. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Baby. So yeah, next question was. Oh, okay. Someone asked, who's more calm out of both of us.
Oh my God.
I don't even
We
know.
still ask that
I know.
question?
I don't even know what kind of question that is. I mean, clearly, David is everything I'm not. Let's just say that, which is a beautiful thing in a relationship, is just learning to coexist with that. That's honestly, that's the truth. Like, David is far more calm, far more calm. I'm like,
Except when?
Except when what?
When?
I have no clue. Except
Okay.
when what?
You get me angry?
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Okay, yeah.
I can be angry too. Mom.
Yes, yeah, and people need to understand that. Like, people are like, David get angry? Yes, David gets angry. Is David ready? David can go. But I think that's anybody.
Yes.
People that are super calm, if you do something that's gonna upset them, it can get there, and that's absolutely normal. You know. So yes, we argue. Yes, all these are normal relationship things, and yeah.
You just have to go through.
Absolutely.
You have to talk about it all the time.
Absolutely, but communication, you know. Yeah, so so we get there. We go there,
Yes.
The next question was like, who wakes up always ready to go? What do you say, babe? You know what? No. This is the thing. I was actually talking to my friend Renee, and she was just like, you always on the go. Like, you wake up, you go. I'm like, that's absolutely, that is me. Anybody who knows me knows I'm like, gotta go. You know what I mean?
I can be also like that. Actually, no. If I get something in my head, I just wanna complete that mission. Let's say like that. So if I plan something, I want to do that. I want to wake up 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. I want to go to the gym. I want to make a whole day like that. Then I will do that. But if not, then I get a little bit more lazier, slower.
Right.
But it's just for me like periods.
And I agree with that. And I think it's like, but David's up at I think women, we can say there's nothing more unattractive than a lazy man. Like, David is far from lazy. Like, he's up before me. Yeah, I wake up ready to go because I know, like, oh my God, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, whatever. But David's up at like 4:35. Like, he's already started his calls in Europe, checking in on things, his own other things that he's doing here. And so, he's really the one who wakes up and goes. If you look at it in that aspect, me, I'm sleeping till about 8, and then I'm gonna get up and go. But yeah. So.
Okay. Yeah. That's it?
No, there's 3 more.
Next question. Let's put on this email. Okay.
Yeah. So the next question was, if Ogo could live anywhere.
Who was that? Oh, John. John was asking that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if Ogo can live anywhere, where would I live? That's a good question. Where would I live? Let's see if he knows.
I would say the continent. I'm sure. It's Europe. The country, either Italy or Spain. Is it right?
Yeah, babe. Absolutely. Yeah. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Love Europe. I love Europe, and love Italy, love Spain. So that's absolutely true. Yep. That's exactly what I would say. And then John actually asked the same question, vice versa. If David could live anywhere, where would that be? For me,
figure it out.
That's simple. David would move to Spain.
Yeah.
He lived there already for like 5 years, right?
Yes.
He lived there for 5 years, played handball, he worked. He loves Spain. He has a serious love affair with Spain, right?
Yeah. I just want to go back there. Yeah, I want to retire.
We want to retire there. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
we're like already looking at properties. We want to renovate, flip. That's another part of our journey that we'll kind of touch on here. Renovating properties. Yeah. Renovating properties. International is going to be like our main thing. International properties in Spain. Renovating, flipping, and making income from those properties. So we'll touch on those soon too. Spain.
Yeah.
Right, babe?
Next question.
Next question. Oh, good question. What was it like meeting your future in-laws?
Yeah. You want to start?
Huh?
I start? You start?
You can go
Oh
first.
God. Okay. For me, to meet with my future in-laws, it was as now I am here. I met with them already. It's a really nice feeling, a really good. But the first time I met with them, I was so nervous, maybe because of the story, what I heard about the culture thing, about to keep like, everything by the culture, step by step. You have to do those things, greeting them, talk with them, having really you have to be really respectful, which is in my case is not a problem because I'm respectful for in-laws, for other people, so it's fine. But I was really nervous. Right now it's everything chilly, everything good. It's fine. Yeah. We get along. Really get along, I guess. Yeah.
And he, because when he came to Texas, he did the knocking on the door.
Oh,
So
I didn't know that.
we will, that's a whole other video later that we'll upload and talk about that whole experience. And that's what he was like, super nervous, but
Nervous.
Yeah.
Thing. Just normal.
But very, very respectful. And I think the good thing too about when David met my parents is that, Europeans have culture. They have their own. Every country has their own culture, and the Hungarian culture actually kind of like mirrors a little bit of like Nigerian culture in a way. Respecting elders, respecting family. Family is so important, traditional meals and things like that. So, and David's not like a guy's gonna walk in with no respect. He already has that. He's a really good guy. So, I think the nerves were any nerves of anybody.
And actually your dad was asking me first, like, do you guys have culture there? And when I said yes, I felt like he respect me more too, so that's one point. Parlez-vous français?
Oh my God, I'm cracking up. So my dad didn't see to speak French. So my dad would be walking around the house saying the same 2 French words. So, and he knows David speaks 4 languages, right? Even though David said he does not speak French, but he knows enough in French, I guess you used to say. So my dad keeps saying the same French words to David, thinking they're having a conversation. I'm like, you're saying the same words. But
No, but it's just funny, and we just really get along, and
they do. They do.
It's a funny thing to be with them all the time, visiting them and talk with them.
It's super genuine. It really is. It really is.
And I can't wait to go and see your village or your dad's village, and go to Nigeria.
And when we go to Nigeria, that is gonna be an episode. Like, we're recording the entire vlog. It's gonna be super dope. Like, we're so excited to go. We'll probably do a week in Lagos and then a week in Owerri and an hour in the village. An hour. Just kidding. Just kidding. For me, meeting my future in-laws, it was really good as well. The only barrier I would say was that they don't speak any English at all. So so they only speak their native tongue, which is Hungarian, and so everything I would say, my 7 words. I need to learn more than 7 words. So everything I would say, David would have to translate from me to them. But I think one thing that I'm big on, and I think that anybody, if you walk in a room, you feel energy. And I felt nothing but positive energy in the room. And I could tell that they ultimately wanted their son to be happy. And, David's dad is like his best friend. He's super close with his dad. So I could tell the genuineness from his dad, the genuineness from his mom. They were asking me questions, and David was, just kind of converting that. But it's weird though, even though the language barrier was there and I knew whatever I'm saying, they do not understand, I still felt very nervous. I was like very nervous. Like, I was sitting in a corner and he would get up and like, babe, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Even though they don't understand me, you know? And like he'd go to the kitchen and just like leave me and his mom in the room. And I'm like,
Yeah. Oh, that's awkward. No?
it's awkward. Yes. Because I don't know what to say. She doesn't understand
Yeah.
anything I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yes. No.
I'm like,
Okay.
and I'm like, it literally, and it literally got to a point where I had to like pull up like Google Translator. So I was like showing her my phone as I'm asking questions because David.
Today we are good. We have that.
Yeah,
Imagine 20 years
imagine.
ago.
Absolutely,
Oh, God.
right. But because David left us in a room together, so I'm literally on my phone like,
I'm sorry about
Mama, Mama, you know. So yeah, but no, yeah, I would say that's that.
That's how it is. But they accept you. They are happy. Everyone is happy actually. I guess in our family, in-laws, my family, they're just happy that we are together. We love each other. So.
And it's genuine and it's good.
Yeah.
And when you know that you're with a good person and their intent is right, everything else just falls into place. So I think that they felt that. I think my family felt it. I think his family felt it. And there are, I think that was the last question that we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, there's no email.
Yeah, so, but.
Yeah.
Mwano. Cachifo,
guys.
Cachifo, because I have Igbo class tomorrow. I legit have to go over my vocabulary words. So we actually call, we get connected directly to a tutor in Owerri. Yeah. So when you look over our words, study tonight, and we will see you guys tomorrow to update you about how the class went.
Yeah. So
right, babe?
See you tomorrow. Cachifo.
Or Cachibo.
Dalu. Right?
Yeah, babe.
Okay. Bye.